What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Stomp podcast where... Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say.
I was like, where?
I don't know where I was going with that. I had it in my brain for 5 seconds and it went nowhere.
It was in there for only 5 seconds as well.
Yeah, that's...
that's it. Oh, fuck. It's been 5 seconds.
I had it before I even, sat down and it vanished. But we have wrestling to talk about this week, as always, and we're in the middle of a weird area where we're setting up for Crown Jewel early, which Fastlane did not set up, which Fastlane was like, we'll set up in 2 weeks. And Crown Jewel's, we're 2-3 weeks away?
What, 2 weeks away?
2-ish. 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. Yeah. We're going this midweek.
It'll be 2 by the time this comes out.
Yeah, it'll be 2.
But, so we're setting up finally for Crown Jewel, which is a nice change from Fastlane. And setting up some very nice matches. So we can talk about that real quick while we figure out what else to talk about.
The main match that has officially been added since the last episode was the Fatal 5-Way.
Thank fucking God.
Between Rhea, Nia, Shayna, Raquel, and Zoe snuck away in there. I
don't know how Zoe Stark got in there, but
I saw that on Twitter because I was busy on Monday, and I'm like, Zoe fucking Stark?
Of all people. Zoe Stark was the main match.
I know why she's in the match. So Rhea can pin fucking Zoe.
I don't think they'll feed her Rhea.
Zoe will take the pin, so then they can do Shayna versus Rhea 1-on-1 and Nia and Rhea 1-on-1.
Yeah, I guess they can get into Royal Rumble.
They can have Zoe take the pin. Oh well, Shayna didn't take it, so Shayna still has a shot. Mm-hmm. Nia didn't take it, Nia still has a shot.
Yeah.
Or Nia's just gonna injure all 4 of them.
She's gonna injure all 4 of them because she threatened to do so.
She threatened to do what she's done for the last who knows how many years. Injure people.
What was her exact words?
She wants to injure the women's division.
Is that what she said?
I believe everything I said is her threatening to injure the women's division.
Well, I know that's what Yep, that's what she said.
Yes.
I looked at Jackson's Twitter and it's injure the whole women's division. Which is basically that is the whole women's division on Raw. So let's not do that now. We kind of need people to wrestle.
That's asking too much from Nia. It's the only thing she knows how to do at an elite level.
I do believe I retweeted that and I said badass backs because Becky, I think, responded to that. It was like, that didn't stop me before with a broken nose and everything, so.
Nothing stops Becky.
No, Becky is a fucking freight train. Nia Jax may have the body and the power of a freight train, but Becky has the will of a freight train. It's like the Green Lantern. She's the Green Lantern of the WWE.
Nah, she's Batman.
Just because that promo says she's Batman does not mean she is Batman.
She's Batman.
That's Dragon Lee.
So we also had 2 more matches that have slowly been feeling more confirmed. The first
more confirmed or confirmed?
One of them may as well be confirmed at this point.
Okay.
Because it's Saudi Arabia and they love Logan Paul.
Oh, you're talking about that one. Okay, all right.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about how the Drew and Seth is build up. I'm like, that's confirmed, my guy.
No, not that. Well, we've talked about that.
Yeah, but the build up's been great.
The build up's been. But I want to save the 2 main title matches.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's been good. It's been good.
You're just like when you hear that, like, it means just it sounds bad. I'm like, it's been great.
It's been great. I want to save the 2 main title matches for last to talk about. Ray versus Logan Paul as not confirmed.
Well, he's coming on SmackDown, which will be the day before this comes
out.
But
but it is basically confirmed, it feels like.
He's also should have been Raw.
I still think it's just them trying to build
Logan Paul versus Gunther.
I would not hate it.
Banger.
But right now, it feels like it's going in Logan versus Ray.
Yeah, I mean, they said it in his boxing match over the last.
After he won.
Yeah.
Dominantly.
I didn't watch. I don't watch boxing.
He had he landed like 53 more punches entering the last round.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro did nothing against him.
Dylan Denny's ended up in the last round went for 2 takedowns and tried to choke him out, and then went after him post match.
Isn't this a boxing match?
Yes.
I don't know much about boxing, but that seems illegal.
Takedowns are not allowed. And then he tried to choke him out, which is also not allowed.
Bro's the fucking Mike Tyson.
And failed both.
Jesus.
And failed all of them. And then went for him after the match. And Logan hired security just in case this happened.
Well, I saw all the security jump to the fucking ring.
That's because he tried to hit him in the back of the head.
That's
after
fun.
The match.
that looks like a WWE fucking ring. I'm like, what I missed the fucking SmackDown, my guy?
I think my favorite part of it though was he's been on Twitter for the last few months, going after Logan's wife.
Oh, is he the one who was like talking about how Logan's wife sleeps with everyone?
Yes. Yep.
Lovely.
And
Lovely
he went silent for a few hours. and it was the best comeback I've ever seen from him, honestly. Was like, man, look, he's been really quiet. And the next day, she's like, shut up. You sell pictures of your butt for 5 cents on OnlyFans.
Hey, whatever gets the bills paid.
And I'm just sitting there like, dude, this guy's give this man a mic and it's probably gonna go well in WWE. Just don't put him in the ring.
Don't put him in the ring with fucking Logan.
But Logan versus Ray.
Yeah, and then Roman versus.
Yeah.
Stay with me. LA Knight.
Yeah. It's not confirmed.
No,
but seeing how he beats Solo.
Yeah, and then also like that glasses shot. You cannot not use that. That shot was perfect. Give me that on a poster.
Because he's not gonna beat Roman.
No, but I saw people saying they're feeding LA Knight to Roman. No, this is gonna help LA Knight. This is only gonna propel him to the main event of SmackDown. Right now, SmackDown's in this weird situation where Roman's gone. There's no star power.
Here's what I'm gonna say about all that. Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Became main event Jey Uso.
Draw, yeah.
Finn Balor became the early on leader of Judgment Day.
No.
After shortly after that is when he became head of Judgment Day, and then it stopped being. Am I too early?
There is no head of Judgment Day.
There was when Finn joined. He was the head of the Judgment Day.
Typically, it's Edge actually.
But then they took down Edge.
There is still no the
head. It has slowly gotten to the point it's at now.
The head is Rhea.
It was not at that point.
Mm.
When Finn joined, there was the identical leader in Finn, and then Damian and Rhea.
I still think Rhea was
over time. Not right off the bit. Not right away.
Mm.
It took. I know you love Rhea, but Rhea did not start off as the leader of Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea, it took time for Rhea to get to where she is at.
She did to build herself up back.
She had to build herself up, and while that was happening, the identical leader was Finn.
I guess.
Granted, the last few months it has gone from there being a leader to there's no leader.
False.
Rhea feels like the leader.
No, she's established herself as leader.
I still think it's three people bossing Dom around. I think that's the Judgment Day.
No. I'll say this because when Dom lost his championship, that the Raw afterwards, cemented herself as leader.
Rhea is if we were to identify one, everyone would say Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
Because Rhea has had the title the longest, been the most dominant.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, we were on the LA
But
Knight and Roman.
but look at Cody. Cody's also as hot as he's ever been right now.
Depends who you talk to. I don't find him very attractive, but my girlfriend does.
Oh my god. But I'm talking with the crowd. They're on high as him as they ever were.
Somehow, I don't know how people have lost steam.
But Roman has yet to bury anyone.
No, I think that the star power that Roman brings immediately like brings people up.
Yes.
It even saves Sammy from basically
Sammy, KO.
Yeah, and what I was saying was that SmackDown is this weird situation since before KO, the only star power that was on SmackDown was LA Knight, and he was still around a mid Carter. You can make him a main eventer now if you give him Roman, and it silences the doubters that are here because there's a lot of people who are like, he's just an attitude wannabe, he's a cosplayer, he doesn't do anything, he botches in the ring, which he does, admittedly, but it silences the doubters that he cannot be the main event on SmackDown when there's no main events currently that are without Roman.
The issue SmackDown will have is if it's so hard to feel like there's a main event scene when Roman's not around.
Yeah.
And the word I saw, and I loved it, was when Cody and Roman had that stare down, was Roman's aura is unmatchable. Roman is the definition of aura.
I was gonna say big strap energy comes from Rhea, but like Roman had double big strap energy, so
the feel of Roman just looking at someone is like, fuck, don't look back. Do not look back at this man.
He's the ultimate Darth Vader of the WWE.
It's
like I can't think of a better heel that's ever been in WWE besides like Mr. McMahon.
He's the most threatening superstar, I think, WWE, unless it's WrestleMania season and there's a casket.
I'm thinking about going to Charlotte. Like WrestleMania season, fuck.
No, unless it's Undertaker Mania, there's no more intimidating thing WWE has probably produced when it comes to a ring by ring basis.
Yep.
Because no matter what the fuck you throw at him, unless it's the first pin he took in a few years?
3 years
against the Usos?
3, yeah.
There's no way you can be. He has not proven you can be. He is able to be beat one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
The Usos threw everything they had at him to pin him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can do it one-on-one. Cody was close.
The issue with your statement here is that he also got help in every one of those matches.
He also did get help in all those matches. So
the fact that they've weakened Roman over the last few months, which kind of hurts his stock a little bit in my opinion, but I mean, he's still fucking Darth Vader. Darth Vader needed help. He had Star Killer at one point. He always had the Emperor on his side, but like
this is the kind of run that someone's on to end up on Mount Rushmore.
And I don't think he drops a Mania. I'm starting to think because
did you see the tweet? Did you see
that
the tweet as well?
Hogan's
is shortly after Mania.
Yeah, so he's not dropping that Mania.
I could now that I saw that, I'm like, they want that name out of the record book so bad.
Yeah, like I know they use Hogan a lot to kind of give the old heads back into like WWE and try to get them like back to watching, but I don't think WWE really likes Hogan's name being around because of the things he says.
If they can replace Hogan with the guy who has been and you'll hate this because you think it's Seth, the face of the WWE the last few years.
No, it's Roman.
Okay, I figured you'd be like, no, it's been Seth. He's been
because Seth from 2019, back in 2019 was struggling, and he's had to build himself back up to a main event talent.
Roman came back,
been there.
The moment Roman came back at SummerSlam, when it was SummerSlam, he officially came back.
2020.
Yeah, he became the face of WWE.
Mm-hmm.
At that moment, he was the face, and until he goes, and he has not been around. But when he shows up, he's the fucking face of the company. It doesn't matter who you throw on the table.
There's a reason why when you go into Peacock and change your avatar to WWE, there's like Roman.
It's only Roman.
I think there might be Bianca, but other than that, it's
Roman and Bianca.
So
And,
those are their faces.
and mine's Roman.
I have mine as Roman because there's no Rhea. So,
but Roman's run puts him on Mount Rushmore at this point, or puts him pretty damn close.
Indeed,
because that Mount Rushmore is stacked. If we're basically being like, well, Cena has to be there. Undertaker's not on there because he has his own mountain.
we established this last episode. If you didn't watch last episode, towards the end of last episode, we started talking about Undertaker. Undertaker has his own mountain just because of how special of a talent he is, because of how consistent he is.
There won't be another Undertaker.
No,
they'll
try.
There could always be another Roman. There could always be another Cena. They will. You cannot replicate what the Undertaker was.
Indeed, yeah. Bro,
Undertaker is Mount Taker. It's the Mount Everest of WWE. But Roman is throwing his name in that hat, and he's starting to have a bigger paper.
Bigger paper?
Like, you know how you throw papers in the hat with names?
Oh.
And pull them?
I was just so confused. Like, I've never heard that fucking in my life. It was like...
Oh, I haven't either. I just came up with it on the fly.
I thought it might have been like a Colorado saying or something.
No. But Taker's, Roman's aura alone, and it says a lot because Roman's big dog character was bad, but it wasn't bad enough to kill him. There's been no bigger bounce back in WWE history than going from the big dog to the tribal chief.
But the gimmick changed, yeah. There's no bigger comeback. I'm trying to think.
There's no bigger comeback than that. Because fans are so ready to get off Roman.
They were off Roman beforehand.
And
I'm trying to think of any other character.
I can't think of the last time people have complained about Roman that wasn't he's not around enough.
I mean, you could argue Max Dupree to fucking LA Knight, but it's not a good argument.
It's not a good argument. Because Hunter changed that shit right away. Hunter knew better.
I want to talk real quick about something that happened recently that I think is a reversal from the last thing that Vince did. So Fastlane happened, and Jay and Cody won the undisputed tag titles. Deets, do you feel him? And this last Raw was reversed to Judgment Day, becoming 2-time undisputed tag champions. Let's go, Finn and Damian, my boys.
Well, to be fair,
definitely a Vince move to make Cody and Jay champions.
I think it's to tell the story.
You think so?
Because you know how they lost, right?
It was because of Jimmy, yeah. But I think that was Hunter being like, "Hey, we need to fix this right now."
I think it's Hunter knowing it's a more compelling story because Roman told Jimmy to fix it, which Jimmy did. And I think it's the slow build to the main event of night 1 of the Usos.
It also might help build up that Judgment Day Bloodline alliance that they've kind of been building with Paul Heyman. That's right.
That is, because right now Survivor Series is going to probably be 5-on-5.
It potentially be 6-6.
I don't think they'll throw Roman in there.
Well, let's say think. You got Finn. You got
Damian, Dom, Solo, Jimmy.
So
if you throw
Paul Heyman, JD,
they won't. No, Judgment Day officially done with JD.
I don't know. I have zero idea.
Don't know.
Well, then you got what? You got
Cody, Jimmy,
Cody,
Jay,
Sammy, potentially Seth, KO.
I don't think Seth will jump in that.
5-on-5 probably.
Seth will probably have just some feud.
The safe bet's probably 5-on-5.
There's gonna probably be 4 members walking into Survivor Series because the voices are gonna hit.
Yeah, boy. See, CM Punk coming back. Fuck that. Give me some fucking Randy.
You've seen the reports, right?
Yeah, they're wanting him by
the timeline is Survivor Series,
which is fucking dope, my guy.
And
I'm so
excited. Being Team Cody would be so perfect, and then going on to feud with Cody.
RKO him to finish off the match.
They're about to win, and then Vandy RKO's Cody.
Or pine kicks him. It depends how his back is.
Oh yeah, he's probably gonna switch to the full. He's just probably.
He's got to switch to pine kick. I can't have him hurt his back.
I think he'll RKO to finish.
I don't know, man.
I think
his back.
I think they will. It'll barely be used.
Oh yeah, it'll probably be like pay-per-views.
But like, do you know how dramatic it would be if Cody's about to hit the crossroads on Solo?
Mm-hmm.
Vandy turns him around, RKO's him, and drags Solo on top of him.
Okay.
Before walking out the ring.
Yeah, we need to heal Randy. We can't have
and basically turn it into I'm trying to think, Seth Rollins situation where Seth had the pedigree. He would use the pedigree, but the final move was always the stomp.
Yeah,
and I think that's what it's going to be with Randy is punt, 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 punt. Okay, I'm ending this match. RKO. Think that's where we're just going to have to get with Randy. Is it's going to be there, but that RKO is going to hit harder than it ever did.
Yeah, I can see it. But yeah, so going back to Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
Just because that popped in my head, I had to speak about it. LA Knight, Roman, I think it'll be a great match, and it's gonna put a fucking rock in LA Knight. This is what people were asking for. They're like, we want a push for LA Knight, and it's like good things come to people who wait. And we waited, we got angry at one point, and now we're finally getting what we need is the big push for LA Knight, getting a giant match in Saudi Arabia, which Saudi Arabia, guys don't know, is where a lot of money gets changed hands between WWE and the Saudi government, which is definitely sketchy, especially right now in the current climate of politics. I'm not going to get into it, but if they're trusting LA Knight with that amount of money, they're in good hands. Like LA Knight is their guy.
I think, and this is what I hate about Saudi. This is the only reason I hate the Saudi show, is I don't know how big of fans Saudi is of wrestling.
I just know fans of Roman.
Yeah, I think they're just big fans of Roman at this point. I think they only care for two wrestlers, and that's Roman and Logan.
Oh, and the Undertaker and DX. Such a bad fucking match. But that's never gonna be a stain on the pay-per-view that is Crown Jewel.
And the Greatest Royal Rumble.
No, because Braun Strowman still is holding the title. Longest title run ever.
A lot. Titus O'Neil.
Oh, is that when he went under the fucking mat?
Yes.
Oh.
And when if it was any other pay-per-view, he would have died. Which is the only reason we can joke about it.
Yeah.
But I think this is more of a it had to happen eventually. Feud. And they could hide it in Saudi. Because LA's, let me admit it, said it, he botches in the ring. He's not the greatest in-ring competitor. But he'll give a good feud. I mean, I was listening to his, because I had work Friday the 13th. It sucked. But I was listening to his promo on the Bloodline. And my dad looked me in the eyes and said, "Is that The Rock?" And I'm like, "Nope. It's the next best thing." L.A. Knight. Yeah! Because my dad was convinced that man was The Rock.
Does your dad have eye issues?
He wasn't watching. I was listening to it. I know, your shit froze right as I said that.
I know.
So I was listening to it, and he's like, "Is The Rock back?" I'm like, he sounds just like The Rock. I'm like, everyone knows. Everyone loves him because of it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't love him because he's a Rock stereotype. I think he's got the charisma, man. The only thing he does not have down is the in-ring work, which is kind of weird since he's been in the Indies forever.
Yeah, but he hasn't had the proper chance to The Indies, I don't know how I feel about the Indies.
What do you mean you don't know what you feel with Indies? Dude, the clips you see from the Indies, I saw 2 guys go through fucking glass panes for like $100. That's insane. That's some insane.
Then that's
shit.
why I don't know if I like the Indies.
It's definitely manipulative by people who book, but like still, like
I don't fuck with that.
I get why. I'm just saying, like, she's insane. She's wild.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this just to make you happy.
Oh God.
Professional wrestlers inside of the PWI ranked the top 250 women in wrestling this year.
Oh no. We're Charlotte.
Charlotte's not in the top 10. I only have the top 10.
Okay, good.
Number 3 was Bianca Belair.
Valid. Super Bianca.
But there's one thing that always happens, Grayson.
What?
Mommy's always on top.
Let's go. Who's number 2, actually?
Number 2's not in WWE.
Okay, and?
Her name was Gilia.
Who?
I can send you the list.
Oh.
I'll send you the list. But Mommy was number 1.
Of course.
I think it's a little early for the list, seeing how we have 2 more pay-per-views and 2 more months of the year. Mm-hmm. But I can safely say, unless something happens and Rhea just out of nowhere becomes the worst women's wrestler,
she won't, obviously, but
she is gonna be one for a long time.
And I was thinking about it after I was watching since she just passed 200 days yesterday, as the time of this recording, and the fact of the matter is that we've gone 200 days. She's had one serious pay-per-view defense. That was Raquel. And now she's in a thing with like Nia Jax and something like that. She's going after Mania, she'll still have the belt. They're gonna actually give her a serious run now, starting now. And this is her day 0.
I want to see how strong she looks in that Fatal 5-Way.
Bro, she's the best wrestler in that Fatal 5-Way.
Not that way. I mean, how WWE portrays it.
Okay.
Is she gonna just basically step in that ring and?
It won't be a squash. It can't be a squash.
Not a squash, but it is. In those Fatal 4-Way, Fatal 5-Ways, it's clear who's gonna win early on.
Yeah.
Are they gonna do that with it and make it clear that it's basically those 4 trying to take Rhea out of the match?
I think they have to.
That is, and I think the only reason I say that is because I feel like the only woman who's not named Liv Morgan, who I can see taking the title in decent amount of time, is in that match, and that's Shayna.
Hold up. Wait a fucking minute.
Yep.
You are spewing bullshit right now.
Nope.
You are spewing it right now. Okay. There's 2 women. Maybe 3. You can make the argument for 3 women taking the belt off Rhea. That's
who?
Liv Morgan. That's Becky Lynch, but she currently has the belt, so she's not currently in the running for it. And Jade Cargill.
And did you not hear the word recent? And
Shayna is not in that tier. Shayna is a tier 2 women's wrestler right now in Raw. She is
going to look really strong in that match.
She's going to look really strong, yes, but she's not going to look like.
Let me tell you exactly. Liv Morgan, obviously, I still think is the one to take it at Mania.
Yeah, I'm saying right now. I think they're going to give her.
Becky can't.
Not right now.
Because she has that belt, and that is not going to be a feud.
Mm-hmm.
And Jade Cargill, I think, is too far from being in a position to take that title.
She's not too far. She's literally turn up. She's talking to Charlotte.
Yes, and that's going to be her first feud, and it's going to fucking suck because everyone's going to think Jade Cargill sucks, and she might. She might not be the greatest.
Have you been reading Ero's fucking tweets, my guy? Is that what you're talking about?
I read that, but the point is, if she faces Charlotte first, that match is not going to be great.
Well, it's because it's Charlotte.
Because it's Charlotte.
But you can show off Jade.
But there's going to be a lot of question marks on did Jade look good because Charlotte was bad?
Hmm.
Or did Jade look good because Jade is good? And no one's going to know because it's very easy to look good against Charlotte.
It's easy to look good against Charlotte. That is
And
fair.
And I worry about what's going to happen with all these switchovers because they want instant success.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate when we bring a wrestler in and they're instantly the world champ.
Yeah, Bill Jade's not going to be instantly the world champion.
And yes, and I think it needs to be at least a year before she.
Year?
Yes,
A year? I say April, my guy.
She's not taking it at Mania.
Maybe not from Rhea, but from like Bianca.
She's on Raw.
We don't know that. She was on SmackDown last Friday.
Yes, and then it was basically confirmed that it was on Raw. It has been all the insiders have been saying she's a Raw superstar.
Hear me out. She gets the Brock Lesnar type treatment, free agent.
No, she's gonna be full time.
And
so they won't do that to her full time.
Fair. I mean, they're setting up a lot of threads right now, and I don't know how they're going to deal with it with her being on one brand. She has shown up on all three. She's shown up taunting Becky, taunting Charlotte, and I believe she was taunting Rhea. So, like, they're setting her up for something.
They're making good stuff.
Yeah, and I'm going to go back to what our mutual friend Eero said. He's like, I don't get what the hype is. The hype is that she's the first AEW, like, fully AEW star to come to WWE to make a statement. Like, this is the biggest signing since probably AJ Styles. So
it's the hype is literally she never has set foot in WWE. Mm-hmm. She has no relation to WWE outside she tried out for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only relation.
And they're pumping her up to the fucking moon already. So like,
yeah.
The hype. She also is an incredible wrestler from AEW. I watched some of her matches. She was 60-0 for a reason. For a while, what happened to my hair? What the fuck? So like, the hype is that Jade Cargill is Jade Cargill, and that's all you really need. That she's such a big name that even people from WWE who only watch WWE still know of her because of her impact on AEW, especially in the women's division there. So we have a nice setup for whatever she intends to do.
Yeah, but I still think it's far down the road for that.
I say April. You got 6 months. You're saying like Survivor Series next year, Crown Jewel next year?
I'm saying SummerSlam next year is more the.
So you're saying a whole 10 months?
Yes.
I don't know why I'm going Southern, but I'm going Southern.
Yes, because if there's too early with this.
I don't see it that way.
And if there's a way to lose interest in a wrestler for me, it's rush them.
Okay, yeah, I can see your point, but like,
if you don't make Jade go through the cool, I know you have one of the biggest contracts in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Show me why you're with it before you have that title. Show me why I'm putting my hype in you before you hold the belt.
Okay, I just want to point this out to you. January of this year, Royal Rumble, Bray versus LA Knight. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. LA Knight had zero hype about him.
Yeah.
Zero. Like, I think I was probably the only person on this fucking planet who was like, this guy's the real thing. But like,
there's a lot of people who are buying into LA Knight because they knew LA Knight could be great.
Yeah, okay. But zero hype. By 6 months, so July, people were wanting that push super badly. That they literally took a women's match off of SummerSlam to make a battle royal to get him started on this road that he currently is on. So 6 months is a ton of time to build up someone.
Yeah.
And now he's one of the biggest stars on SmackDown. So like, 6 months is plenty of time.
It's a lot of time. But okay, so cool. Who doesn't have a Mania match if Jade is? Who doesn't get to fight for the title if Jade's in the title match? You polling Liv? You polling Becky?
No. Okay, I'm not saying she goes after Rhea's.
Yeah, cool. You polling Becky, you polling Oscar, you polling Bailey, you polling
They can still have
Dakota.
Mania matches. I
Yes,
think
but if you wanted to go for a title, that
Mhm.
means someone is not going for that title who has been built up to go for that title.
that's fine.
Do you want Io versus
EO,
Cade?
I got it.
EO
EO.
versus Jade at Mania? Or
It
do you
probably
want
won't
EO?
be EO.
Okay, who could have the title by then?
Bianca. She's
You
coming
want
back
me?
this Friday.
Is she gonna be? Oh yeah, she is SmackDown. But I still, and I think they're gonna be in the. I think there's a chance that Bianca's in the Bobby Lashley crew,
Oh,
so they have the equivalent to a Via.
I guess. I'm just. I still. I still think Jade has the Mania match for a title. She might not win it, but she's gonna have a Mania match.
I still say it's SummerSlam and have both
There's
her and
there's no way
have
you paid
SummerSlam and have both her and Cody win the world titles.
there's no way you paid this much for a superstar. Because Tony Khan apparently paid a fuck ton of money. We'll talk about Tony Khan in just a second. But Tony Khan paid a fuck ton of money for fucking Jade Cargill to like try to get her back. And she said no. Either it's A, she really wants to go to WWE, which is fair enough. It's the MLB of fucking leagues. And or they just paid her a fuck ton of money to just come over and fucking make a statement with a title in mind.
So let me before I say this, let me double check this. Before I don't want to sound.
I'm waiting. I'm trying to. Let's fill dead air. Tony Khan is kind of a dumbass for just talking all on Twitter about all the bullshit that he does not know what he's talking about. All right,
Do you know how long it took for Cody to get a title match?
he showed up at WrestleMania
Yeah.
38, and he didn't get a title match until WrestleMania 39. So, but here's the difference: that Cody was known by the WWE audience. They knew that he was not even a mid carder at that point in time. He faced Seth 3 times. They set him up for a trilogy against Seth, which they shouldn't have done. And they could have gone also they built up Cody to be a WrestleMania talent. They had him at WrestleMania 38.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they got Jade like what, a month ago, 2 months ago, and she's a WrestleMania talent. So we have her at the next WrestleMania. This is how things work.
I never said don't have her Mania. Have her have a normal one-on-one match.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have her pursue a title till SummerSlam.
I'm going to disagree with you here, but I see where you're coming from.
Give it time. Let the stars who have been stars shine. Let Jade go fuck up Charlotte. Let her go feud with, have it be Becky versus Jade at Mania.
Bianca?
Becky versus Jade.
Why Becky?
Biggest name in WWE right now versus biggest name they're trying to make in WWE, women's rights.
I guess, but Bianca's a pretty big name.
Bianca's a pretty big name.
And they are like, I think they're real life friends too, so.
I still think Becky versus, and they have been building Becky versus Jade to be this rivalry slowly. With them meeting, it felt like every week they cross eyes with each other.
They cross eyes with each other?
Yes, they cross eyes.
They cross eyes.
Yes, they cross eyes.
You mean they just stare into each other's souls?
Nope, cross eyes.
They cross eyes, okay.
Nope. One gives the other eyeball goes to the other.
All right. Okay, back to what I was talking about while you were trying to fill in your time stand between Cody's chance at a title. Tony Khan went into a meltdown after NXT. Bro was losing it. He was losing on Twitter. He's like, Shawn Michaels won't get fucking Booker of the Year because of that. And I'm like, bro, you lost. I'm like, you lost to a developmental thing. I understand they brought the big dogs. But
I'll keep it short because we also mentioned this last week. The fact that AEW told them to people within AEW told them to slow the fuck down
Mm-hmm.
is an issue.
I think he went too far when he went with the Undertaker and John Cena have never done under 1 million views.
That was the one that started to push it.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, you have Edge and Christian. You didn't do. You lost to that developmental show. And then Friday, it was SmackDown versus Dynamite. I'm gonna say I don't know what the shows are called, and he lost by over 2 million. So, bro is losing it. He is going insane. Um, bro needs help. they need someone to take over for him because bro is just losing it. He can stay behind the scenes, but like that social media tirade was insane. One other thing I want to bring up real quick is Halloween Havoc has had a bunch of, because it's a 2-night event apparently, and
Yep.
it has a ton of things already announced, including a debut of a certain somebody. Can't remember his name. I think his name is Pillman.
Yep, Pillman. He's a kid of a WWE legend, Brian Pillman Jr. He's
And
going as Lexus King, though.
yeah, I was gonna say they changed his name.
He's going to go as Lexus King. But the main thing for Halloween Havoc I'm interested in is the storyline between Trick and Carmelo.
Yeah, I'm
What?
excited for that. There's also
That-
another thing I'm excited for, my guy.
Can I
We have-
cook on this?
What?
Because we haven't talked about what happened.
Okay, go ahead, cook.
So Cody's last move as general manager was let's put Trick Williams in this fatal and make it a fatal 4-way with Dijovic, Baron
Yep.
Corbin, and Carmelo Hayes.
There you
And it was cheesed for a second that, hey, Carmelo's going to attack Trick.
go.
Did not happen. And then right before the match, Trick Williams was attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Carmelo Hayes was there instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Which we've seen this played out a bunch. I hope it's not Carmelo Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
But the feel is this is going to be like what happened with Hunter and Shawn Michaels, where Hunter attacked Shawn. The reason I'm not saying Enzo and Kaz when this happened is it felt like when that happened, it was just they wanted Kaz to get out of that tag team.
Mm-hmm.
And this feels more like they wanted to make these two individual megastars, especially Trick Williams, because Trick Williams is younger than I think you realize.
He's 27?
Oh wait, no, he's older than I realized. I thought I read he was 21 somewhere.
29, okay.
He's 29. Still,
that's an 8-year difference, my guy.
now I was 8 years off, but feels like they're trying to make them super megastars, and this is WWE's first real iconic. We made Trick Williams from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the real first one they've really made from scratch. Because everyone else has had a wrestling background.
Mm-hmm.
And when Trick walked into the performance center, he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I know they're probably super high on Trick. Shawn I know Hunter is.
Yeah, they're building him up, and he's been. I mean, literally, he's been like one of the bigger talents that is being built up so far. So
Tyler Bates only 26.
Bro's been in this fucking company forever. So
he's been around for 2 Gunther 500-day reigns. That's how long he's been in WWE. He's watched Gunther hold the title for 3 years.
Poor guy. I would never give that to someone. But also so apparently it's happening the 24th is the first night of Halloween Havoc, and then the second one is on the 31st itself. And we have 5 women's matches, my guy.
Yeah.
We have 5 women's
Shawn
matches.
loves the women.
The way you say it like that, it was even better. You're gonna have to fill me in, but some of these people. But Becky Lynch is facing Lyra Valkyria.
I don't know much about NXT. I'll be straight with you.
Fair enough. This is a normal match. They have a tag team chance between the family and Chase University. Blair Davenport versus Gigi Dolan. In the spin, the spin the wheel match to a lights out match. Which I don't know what that is. So let's look it up. Where they shut off the lights during the match. That should be fun. That kind of sounds like the Mountain Dew match, though.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
So that should be fun. Maybe we'll get like a Bray reference where they cut themselves in paint. We have the breakout tournaments matches between these women. I don't know any of them. Roxanne Perez versus Keena James in a Devil's Playground match, which according to this, a standard hardcore match, also known as Devil's Playground. So it's a false count anywhere.
Yeah.
But still fun between Roxanne Perez, like babyface, and a no DQ match. Let's go. Lewis King is supposed to have a match, and then it's Mr. Stone versus Braun Breaker. Which I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Mr. Stone, who I am thinking of.
1983. What, bro, is 40? I have no idea who this guy is.
I need to double check. This is who I think it is. Yeah, he's a manager.
Why is he facing Braun Breaker? Bro's gonna die.
Because it's gonna be some finicky shit that happens.
And then on the 31st, it's the Ilyana Dragunov versus Carmella Hayes 3 for the NXT Championship. I know you're very excited about that match.
Match of the year. I know. You hate that I'm high on Dragunov because you don't like him.
It's not that I don't like him. It's just like I don't give a shit.
Dragunov's the GOAT.
I guess.
Dolph Ziggler.
You had a Dolph mentioned in here, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, I did.
Nope.
Yep.
No, you didn't. You didn't have to.
No, I was by law. I signed a contract when we did this, saying Dolph had to be mentioned.
I never gave you a contract.
Yeah, you did.
Typically, you have no. Technically, you have no like.
Someone else gave me a contract.
Who was this someone else? Any names?
Geek.
Yeah, I'm firing Geek. I never hired him. I'm firing him though.
Geek and Miller.
Miller doesn't know anything about wrestling. He can't give you a contract.
I told him there's a white guy with blonde hair who does a lot of good stuff, and he said he'd talk about him every episode. I told him he'd probably play fullback, and he was a fan. Oh, and his camera. No, that was going to be such a good moment. No, why did the camera have to freeze? Technical difficulties are back. God damn it. I think him accepting Dolph Ziggler as a fullback is what broke him. Dude. There
I'm
he
back.
is.
Hey.
Did you hear what I told Miller?
That you want a blonde guy with blue eyes? You fucking Aryan race
weirdo. He'd probably play fullback because he's that versatile.
No, he's not big enough.
He's versatile, so Miller was a fan.
Nah, he would be a Braun Breaker fan. Okay, what else is happening in wrestling? The best wrestler of all time, Spider-Man's getting his own video game this Friday.
That's gonna be such a good game.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so great, and it's definitely something to talk about on a wrestling show right now. I'm just trying to think because we're like I said at the beginning of this episode, we're in a weird area between.
I don't know if there's much more we can talk about right now because there's not much going on.
There is not much going on, but
I mean, Roman's back this week. Logan, they're setting up Crown Jewel, but most of Crown Jewel isn't official.
No, not probably until next week we will get more information.
When after SmackDown and Raw, shit we'll probably have twice the matches confirmed. Because right now, Ray and Logan still could not happen. Same with LA Roman, but neither of them have been officially confirmed. They're just safe speculations right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't really dive fully into a match that may not happen.
Mm-hmm. That is fair.
So I don't know what more. I mean, we talked about Hunter having full control of creative.
Yes, he officially has full control of creative. I think
which was Ari's decision because Vince sold to Endeavor thinking they'd give him creative. And then they said, nope.
They said, "Fucker, get out of here, man." Man, let's look at my Twitter real quick. That's
I couldn't find anything interesting.
Wow, bro, looked at my Twitter and said, "I can't find anything."
I was looking at mine. I could not find anything.
Mercedes Moné.
Oh yeah,
Sasha Banks.
Also,
Potentially coming back.
No, it doesn't sound like it. She went off because someone while signing mentioned how he knows that about like how it was issues with creative and stuff like that of why she left, and
Yeah,
she basically went off on her.
Yeah, but okay, hear me out. If it was pay, or just giving her proper matches, we're starting to come back to it. The women's division was a crap show like 2-3 months ago, and now we're actually getting women's matches. So, Sasha, if you want to come back, bro is dying right now. What happened?
Finish your statement.
So Sasha, you should come back so we can have the 4 horsewomen back together, and we can have a great match between you and Bailey at Mania. Go ahead.
Guess who the 3rd highest ranked women's wrestler was on the PWI rankings?
Lisa Bianca.
No, the 3rd, like among WWE.
So it was
that
Rhea
I've seen
Bianca.
Confirmed. Rhea Bianca. Guess who 3rd was?
I swear to God, it was Charlotte.
It's not Charlotte. It's worse.
It's worse?
It's worse.
Oh, that only can mean one name.
Yep.
Is it Nia Jax?
Okay, no, not that bad.
Okay.
Not that bad. No, but worse than Charlotte somehow.
How do you get worse than Charlotte?
I think this
and
person
Nia?
only had. I think this person had one singles match all year.
What?
In her WrestleMania matches, they did nothing for the entire match and then won it. It's Ronda fucking Rousey's the 3rd highest ranked women.
I don't think it was a wrestler anymore. She retired.
Yes, and she was ranked 22nd of the year on the PWI women's wrestlers.
Okay, PWI is only valid in cases of 1 through 3, apparently.
Io Sky was 24.
How is she lower?
And Becky Lynch was 29. Yeah.
They're invalid. I'm canceling PWI. Officially, we're going on Twitter and cancel them.
Yeah, no, I think you see why I died now when I saw that.
That's fucking stupid.
I saw EO at 29. I'm like, did I say it right?
Yeah, you said right.
Okay.
EO.
EO at 29. I'm like 24. I'm like, okay, that's valid. Mm-hmm. See if he this guy posted any more rankings. I saw Becky at 29, and I'm like, I would probably put her higher. She's had a better year than EO.
Mm-hmm.
But
EO's won Money in the Bank, and now it's champion. So.
5-spot difference. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is Ronda Rousey 22?
That's some like either nostalgia or something on there. That's no. You could if you said what happened. Oh no.
Charlotte Flair 11. No, I'm kidding.
Bro is just trying to get reactions out of me at this point.
Yeah, that was the whole goal of that, was getting a reaction.
Bro is throwing around his headset and everything. I'm bringing this PWI list. Top women's 250. There we go. I found it. Rhea Ripley tops. Let's go. Rhea Ripley also top. I have no idea who any of these names are.
Yo! Never mind. Ronda's not number 3 on the list. According to this, Roxanne Perez is number 3. Is not WWE women of WWE women.
At 21?
Who?
Years old? She's 21 years old, and she's the 3rd best woman in WWE according to PWI. That's kind of insane to think about.
Let me see.
She's got a future.
This list is free.
What?
Not a free list. L.
Oh, this is 2020. Okay, let's look at 2022. Where was people at? Bianca Belair was 2. Becky was 4. Jade was 5. Charlotte was 8. That's gross. This is 2022. I'm not trying to freak you out. Liv Morgan was 17. Where is Liv on that?
Well, Liv probably is not going to be ranked because she didn't have much of a year.
Rhea jumped up 41 spots.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And Roxanne was above her last year. That's insane. That jump is.
Roxanne Perez is the future of wrestling.
Oh, definitely.
I think this is how we ended off. I don't know if there's much more to talk about.
We'll find something.
We can't find more on the list.
What else has happened this week? Man, this week has been kind of just dead in wrestling news. That's kind of wild, my guy. Oh, Dominic got in a fight backstage.
Oh yeah, that.
Apparently it was scripted. I was really scared that it was actually like he actually got in a fight with someone.
We'll end on a question. I think. Erase one from WWE history.
Oh, this could take us 40 minutes. Okay, let's go.
Ready for the 4 names?
Go ahead.
Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Stone Cold.
Nope.
The Rock.
Okay.
And Mount Taker.
The Rock. It's easily The Rock. I'm sorry. It has to be. I know The Rock propelled from the 90s, but propelled WWE. You're gonna take Stone Cold.
This is well, Stone Cold or The Rock for me.
It's The Rock. Rock was in WWE for 6 years before he went to Hollywood. 1996 to 2002 was his biggest run. He came back in 2003 for Hollywood Rock, but that was for a few months. He showed up for 2013 or whatever it was for Mania, then another Mania, and then he's been gone since. The Rock, however big he was, in terms of wrestling,
The Rock was in WWE longer than Austin was.
No, he was not.
Austin's run was 95 to 02.
Bull fucking shit.
I just looked it up.
Stone Cold.
He is known from his work within the WWE, where he worked from 1995 to 2002.
I believe you are lying. Are you looking this on Wikipedia?
Nope. Oh, it is on his Wikipedia page. Okay. He was officially active in wrestling.
1990. Yep. He joined in January 1996. Okay. But the impact is different.
Do you mean the impact of The Rock being the first one to make it out of WWE and do something bigger?
Okay. Well, okay. Here. So, the reason why The Rock is so big
is WWE?
No. It's because when he went to Hollywood, he became this megastar.
Yeah.
He would have gone back to WWE if the Scorpion King failed, if he didn't become as big as he was. So, in the end, I still think it's Stone Cold. In terms of wrestling, it's Stone Cold stays.
Can I say this? A lot of people in the comments are saying Shawn Michaels.
That's fucking insane.
And one person said Taker.
The fuck is wrong, people? I understand The Rock brought a lot of publicity to the
There's
WWE.
also a lot of people who said no.
Just no.
No.
I'm not sure.
The answer I'm seeing the most is Shawn Michaels.
That's fucking insane.
And the only reason I'm saying no is because of what he does now as well.
Not even that, just his run entirely.
Here's something interesting about the list, though.
Did you know his character was supposed to be a stripper?
Who's?
Shawn Michaels.
Now that I think about it, It
His
makes
character was a
perfect
stripper.
sense. For the first time ever in the list in a decade, none of the four horsewomen on in the top 10.
That's kind of valid though. Besides Becky. This current year,
This current year, first time in a decade.
that's valid. Just because, well, Charlotte. Sasha's no longer in the WWE. I don't know what she's doing in Japan right now. I believe she's out right now.
Who is?
And Bailey's kind of playing psychic right now to Io, which is the same storyline, which
Becky
fine.
should have been in the top 10.
Becky should have, but like
Becky had an
see why
argument to be
not.
about Becky, and you'll say this. If Becky would have been above Rhea, I would have barely blinked.
No, I've been fine with it. I mean, it makes sense, but like I think that Rhea, how dominant she's been this year, definitely deserves the number one spot. And also, the only woman in top 5 of sales for merchandise, which means that she's a fucking people love her, and so people want her to be a babyface, which is stupid as hell. Also, Stone Cold is still in the top 5 of merch sales.
Yeah.
Also, so
Hold
and
on.
it's been 20 years since he retired, so fuck off. He's staying.
Yeah, did you hear the biggest surprise of all time though about this women's division, this breakout tournament? Guess who's been the most comfortable in interviews so far with her charisma?
Lil Vice.
Santino Morella's daughter.
Who I know Santino Morella, but like who is she?
Ariana Grace.
Okay, that's not her name. Okay.
She is the daughter of Santino Morella, and ironically has been very comfortable with a mic in her hand. What a shocker.
I was looking at her name, right? To see what she looks like. And I was about to press enter after I typed in Ariana. I'm like, wait, that's Grande. Okay, I can see it. I see it. Yeah. I can see it. Her charisma look, yeah, I can see it. Sometimes like you can look at people and they're like the charisma just comes like right off of them. I can see that with her. Bro is dead. I think he's dying.
Nope.
Bro's just staring at his phone.
I can't find anything.
Bro is trying to find things
to talk about.
Yeah, I get that, bro. I understand. We've talked about a ton.
Yeah. We've gone to an hour somehow.
Liv Morgan, I miss her. She needs to come back. Liv Morgan has a training dummy called Bob. Real ones know Bob as the guy who Becky Lynch interviewed for a second when she was having a feud with Bailey.
No.
Yellow hoodie guy.
No.
Love him. Real ones know it. CM Punk is definitely not coming back because people are stupid. Gotta mention CM Punk because
he's
that's
coming.
He's not. I swear to God, I will punch someone.
He's coming back. I believe it.
No. Keep him away.
Look in my eyes. What do you see?
Bro, he's just singing this.
Cult of personality.
Not even top 10. The song is not even top 10 in terms of themes.
Yeah, it's top 1.
No, it's not. It's not. Probably not even top 15. I can name 15 better. Bro is just biased.
Yeah, because he will have the second best pop of Survivor Series. I said second best.
It's gonna be countered by me just booing.
Just because Randy's gonna return.
Yeah, I'll pop for Randy, but not
everyone's gonna pop for Randy. If you don't pop for, I'll pop for Randy, and I'm not even there. You'll hear me in the stadium.
Only from Colorado. Oh, fuck CM Punk. Bro needs to get the fuck out of here. He's just a cancer. Fucking Phil. Who names their kid Phil nowadays? I'm sorry to any Phils that are watching this, but you're fine. But Phil, as in CM Punk, sucks. Also, how do you get from Phil to CM Punk? Does not make sense. I understand that you're from Chicago, or the C may come from, but where did the M come from?
I was like, isn't Hunter's first name Phil, but it's Paul?
It's Paul, yeah.
You don't like Dr. Phil?
Dr. Phil is not a real doctor.
But his name's Phil.
I don't care what his name is.
Don't hate on Phil. Phil is cool. Just because you hate how he's in a cult of personality doesn't
No,
mean you can hate him.
No.
Yes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Also, SmackDown. We have a new GM.
He's. It's only going to be for a limited time. He'll be in the ring sooner than later.
So was Adam Pearce, but so what? He can still be a fucking GM at the same time.
They had his first line be so perfect.
Oh, the Dom, like I'm
a big fan of your father.
Dad.
That is how you get someone behind a general manager.
Didn't Trips like trade mics with Dom to like prove that they're not like lowering Dom's microphone?
They might have.
I think I saw that on Twitter. I didn't watch SmackDown, but I saw that clip.
Dom is just a generational hater.
I love it.
Nick Aldis is going to be great in that role, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think
he's also going to be intimidating as fuck to some of the wrestlers.
I don't know about that one, but
do you not know who Nick Aldis is?
I mean, I know he's like a champion of a certain company.
He and Cody went head to head for a world title in the main event of a pay-per-view.
In AEW?
Not AEW. I don't know I saw pics of him main eventing a pay-per-view.
Let me look up Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis is a very well-known wrestler who has just not done a big show. I don't believe.
But he's English. That's the issue. He's English.
And?
He's English. TNA. Which also TNA is such a weird fucking thing to call it. It's Impact. I'm sorry. It's Impact.
Yeah.
I think he feuded in TNA against he defeated Tommaso Ciampa in the Indies.
Nick Aldis is not a bad wrestler. That's why I think he and Adam Pearce should be a main event, but it should be a Mania match.
I think you're thinking of NWA. Yep. It was an NWA that they faced off against each other. I mean, he was also in a show called "Are You Smarter Than a 10-Year-Old?"
He is, in fact, not.
Was he smarter than a 10-year-old?
I don't know. Probably. I hope so.
That's a fifth grader, right? Is that just the UK version?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you call that?
Because my niece is 11 and she's in 5th grade.
Why would you not call it "Are You Smarter Than a 5-year" or something like that? Like that's what they don't call it. They call it years. But like, "Are you smarter than a 10-year-old" sounds weird. I'm smarter than a 10-year-old, definitely. Am I smarter than a 5th grader? Probably not. There's a big difference there. Also, I always found the show super easy. Like, I may have been a 5th grader at the point in time, but like, I was definitely getting some of those questions correctly. I could go on that show right now and win.
I would see. I think you don't give that show credit because it's some stupid shit.
They also will throw in like a senior year high school type like chemistry problem help at you. This show is always schemy. We have nothing to talk about.
We're the weirdest. And so, which is funny. I'm like, yeah, no, because you were worried about this stretch where we had nothing.
Mm-hmm, I was.
And well, I think this is the 1 week this stretch is gonna suck.
Well, we had things planned for the stretch, and I didn't think it's going to be this week.
The bad stretch, we already have plans.
Yeah, that's after Survivor Series.
That's post Survivor Series. We can have a normal shit and then a fun shit.
Yeah. We had nothing to talk about. No. That's the title of this. We have nothing to talk about. It's just gonna be an hour of us just jibber jabbering.
Two dumbasses talk for an hour.
Yeah, essentially. That is how the show has gone. I think we're gonna wrap up before we make you guys just hear for the next like half hour. But But thank you guys for watching. All our socials are on the screen or in the description below. Check them out. Follow us on Twitter at the Stomp Pod as well. Subscribe as well. Follow us on Spotify. Give us a rank, like a star rating. That'd be nice. And we'll see you guys next week when we talk probably more about Crown Jewel, because then we'll have more announced then. And we won't hate our lives. Fuck CM Punk.
Love seeing.